Minecraft 1.18 Caves and Cliffs Part 2 just dropped, and for today's video, I wanted to share my experience with it so far. First, let me start by saying that anytime a game I love gets a massive update like this, I get really excited. And the best part of Minecraft for me is starting a new world and exploring what terrain is going to generate. I think it's probably my most favorite thing. With 1.18, Mojang promised our current worlds would experience updates in two major ways. Everything below zero would generate into a new cave system, and that everything that happened above ground would hopefully blend seamlessly into our current worlds. Hopefully. This is my current world, and it may not look like much, but that's because I've spent way too many hours building this small mushroom island into a habitable space. And of course, as you can see, one of my favorite blocks is bricks, and I use a lot of bricks. A lot. So the time that I've spent mining clay, it adds up. It adds up. It's a lot. And look, there's no mycelium. It's all grass. Do you have any idea how long it takes to replace mycelium? Take it from me. It's a very long time. It's a very, very, very long time. I also cleared out 100,000 block space that took forever. And I made part of it into my current storage system, which you can actually watch in a video. Here's a shameless plug. But needless to say, I've spent a lot of time on this space, not to mention the Guardian farm, which I'm ashamed to say I think took me an entire day to make. But how did 1.18 affect my world? Well, over on my Twitch stream, we explored the caves that generated below the island, and I was shocked just how much of a change it was. In this area, 1.18 generated a dripstone cave, and it was big. Deep slate stretched as far as I could see, and for the first time ever, I had easy access to dripstone. I had traumatic flashbacks to looking to dripstone for hours and hours, and now it's literally below my feet. Fantastic. I just wish that we could insta-mine deep slate the way that we insta-mine stone. Next, we took to the skies to see if we could find some mountains. I purposely did not explore very far in this world when 1.17 released in hopes that when 1.18 came out, the world would generate some of the new terrain close by. Unfortunately, it didn't. We had a bit of a journey ahead of us to find some new terrain, but when we did find it, it was absolutely breathtaking. We then flew around exploring, and then I shortly thereafter ran out of rockets and had to shove everything into my ender chest and unalive myself back to my house because I forgot rockets. Such a noob mistake. So here we are. It's time to start a new adventure. I'm not leaving this world behind, but I am starting a new hardcore world that I will occasionally stream over on my Twitch channel. I know, another shameless plug. So we started up a new world, we loaded in, and we spawned into an icy biome and set off on our adventure. We found lots of treasures, including diamonds, moss, and loads of iron. But I wasn't finding any of the new biomes that would satisfy me. And I couldn't find a location that just inspired me to build. So we walked, and boated, and swam. 12,000 blocks. Nothing. We did, however, discover this gigantic mushroom island surrounded by ice, and although it was very tempting to choose this location, I already have several worlds that I have built on mushroom islands, and I did not want to terraform yet another mycelium hellhole. So I told my chat that we would resume the search for the perfect biome tomorrow. I signed off, said my goodbyes, and then as soon as I hit end stream, immediately died to a creeper that spawned in an ice hole next to me. There was nothing to do but start up a new world. And when we did, we landed in the perfect location. It was a valley surrounded by gorgeous mountains of ice and snow. I was thrilled. I got all the basics in order as quickly as I could. A bed, some food, a fire, and of course, burnt the local landscape to a crisp. As one naturally does. This location had everything I could want. It had mountains, it had goats, it had caves, lots of caves. So we started exploring. They were big and they were wet and they were deep. Okay, maybe I should save the adult jokes for the Twitch channel. Now, after some spelunking, which by the way is a weird as hell word to say, but it's like really fun. Spelunking. Of course, after a couple of times, it just starts to sound really odd and like you're not saying it right, but maybe that's just me. We still hadn't found diamonds and I just had iron armor. And honestly, that's just not enough, especially in a hardcore world. So we headed back down into the caves to find some, and we came face to face with the biggest, worst, and most powerful enemy in all of Minecraft. The skeleton. Don't give me that look. Don't give me that look. Skeletons are horrible, evil little gremlins with aim assist so good it makes an Xbox controller jealous. Look at this battle. Arrows flying left and right. I'm dodging everything because I'm a god gamer until the skeleton pulls out his Exodia card. The arrow creeper launcher. And just like that, my second hardcore world that I loved so much goes up in a poof of smoke, defeated once again by a creeper explosion. So we go again. This world so far has been amazing. I spawned into a mesa biome with sprawling hills of terracotta. We traversed the seas until we came across mountains, which is the area that I wanted to build in specifically for 1.18, and I love mountains in real life. They're my favorite place to visit. I loved going there as a kid, and to have that out my window in Minecraft without having to actually build it myself is something I desperately wanted for 1.18. We came across 2 sets of snow and ice covered mountains with a meadow and plains valley down the center. Sold. I got the initial resources together and started farming. With food secured, I went off to find villagers. Thankfully, they were just literally over the mountain, and I was able to secure Fortune 3 and Looting 3. After 2 hours of librarian resets. I'm not kidding you. I could not get Fortune or Looting in any form to save my life. But there was no way that I'm going to let myself die to a creeper because of my armor again. So I set up my enchanter, auto smelter, and a bamboo forest, and I was ready to go spelunking for diamonds. This cave system under my house is massive. I mean massive. Even these guys would be jealous. Wait, no, I think it's more this one. Okay, I'm sorry, just one last adult joke. But that's where I am so far. World 3, Diamond Kit in tow, ready to continue on. I'm loving this update so much, and it very much makes me feel like I'm playing Minecraft again for the first time. I'm so thankful to Mojang for creating such a cool piece of content, and I look forward to hundreds of more hours in exploration. If you guys do want to follow along for the hardcore world, you can either sub to this channel or come hang out with me on my Twitch. I am a variety streamer, so I do kind of play anything that catches my eye, but Minecraft will always be a staple. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay wild.